So guys, we're back. I'm sorry I had to take a little break. I was a little burnt out, and I did make a I think it was Night of Champions review, but that did get copyrighted because I wanted to show y'all something. I should have knew that was gonna get copyrighted. But guys, I'm doing a little different. Sometimes I will be showing y'all every single thing that happened by taking like a screenshot of it, or sometimes I might just put the thing on here like I'm doing right now, and just do the whole show. And I might just start writing my thoughts down because y'all know sometimes I get my thoughts. I forget some of the things that happen on Raw and SmackDown. So we're gonna try to get into it. We're gonna try to get a. It's gonna get a little new in here. We're gonna have more editing better. We might have some partners coming in that might be reviewing the show with us. We might just collab with somebody. Like maybe Santi's at. Who knows? Who knows? That might be a dream. But we gonna start the show, and we started the show with before I said that, I didn't do my notes today, so I might forget some stuff. But I think we started the show off with CM Punk. He says basically, I respect you, Gunther. Well, he didn't say he respects Gunther. He said to the crowds, he can't promise that he will win. So that means he might just lose the match. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think he might lose. But I am going to be doing predictions on my thoughts. We're going to be getting that channel up, and we might be doing the same things I said earlier in this video. But he said, I can't promise I will win. But he said to the crowd, I can promise that I'll put my all in and do anything to win that World Heavyweight Championship. But then he's like talking a smack about Gunther, I think. But it was kind of lazy. Why can't CM Punk's promos be good? And I feel like they need to give him on the mic. That's where he's best at, like he was in 2011. Come on, guys, the pipe bomb and stuff. He gotta do. I feel like WWE was kind of holding CM Punk back on the mic, but that might be just me. Tell me what y'all think in the comments about that. But then Gunther comes out. I feel like he just absolutely cooked. Well, he didn't absolutely cook him. He was just kind of cooked him though. I kind of forget what he said, but I think he did have a better promo than CM Punk. But he was like, I'm just gonna guess what he said. He was like, Robbie CM Punk, I'm going to maul you at SummerSlam. Well, I think he did say the word maul. And I'm gonna beat you down until your last breath. Maybe he said old man throwing it. I don't know, but maybe y'all know. Tell me in the comments. I am going to start writing my notes down so I don't forget on every Monday and every Friday. I do want to start remembering stuff. But the show was alright so far. And then we have the Sheamus and Rusev match. And I kind of felt like the ending was kind of off because I feel like actually, in the moment it feels off. Now when I think about it, it doesn't really feel off. He like grabbed it like he was gonna hit him or something, and then he just got kicked in the face. So there's really no point of grabbing it. But I guess it was like you just got caught or something. But anyways, this match I liked a little bit. They were just beating each other down. I feel like we gotta have this match at SummerSlam or something. And we also need a Stephanie Vacquez match on SummerSlam. And I like this match. It was like hard hitting. They try to expose the turnbuckle again, but then Sheamus didn't let it happen. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. Then Rusev hit his head on it. He falls down. I'm surprised he got up so fast. So, and then that's automatically he done with the bro kick and everything else. I might be forgetting some important parts. Tell me in the comments if I am. But then Sheamus takes the win. This might be a best of 7 or something, but because it's 1-1 right now. But next in the show was this stuff might be out of order, but I'm gonna hopefully get all this stuff in order next time. But I think we are doing a SmackDown review. But the next thing was, I think, the LWO versus American Made versus the New Day. Surprisingly, the LWO won I thought the LW was gonna actually take the pin, but I didn't really know who took the pin because I really just didn't watch. But maybe I can watch it back sometimes. But I think I wanted American Made to win. But I guess they might be waiting for that. Maybe just for Chad Gable to come back. Maybe Ivan Nia will have some gold to make her championship, obviously, because they won't give her the main event championship. I mean, the Women's World Championship. But, yeah, this match I didn't watch, so hopefully it was alright, or hopefully it was good. But it seems like maybe the New Day took the pin. I don't know. The New Day was mad backstage, and then Grayson Waller comes up. He says if I'm a free agent, I got that 250 pounds dead weight off my back. And Austin Theory, he's injured. I think that's how they break him up. I don't know how that happened, just unnoticeably. But now can Austin Theory be one of the biggest babyfaces when John Cena and Cody Rhodes is gone? Yeah, and then Jacob Fatu can be like the Roman Reigns, or Braun Breaker can be the Roman Reigns, or something else. Maybe they're just gonna be their own people. But then, yeah, he says he's the Big G, kind of like Big E, but and then the New Day, they were kind of don't like it, and they do like it. The New Day might, if Grayson Waller comes in, it might feel kind of weird. I feel like Grayson Waller can do some other things. Julius Creed, he's one of the big stars. When they first came, I thought what's his name, Brutus. I thought he was gonna be a bigger star than him, but never mind. He's kind of getting overshadowed. But I feel like the New Day is gonna be off. Like, it's not gonna compare with the Usos. Actually, after their history, it is gonna compare, but I thought it was like a black man's faction, not trying to be a little racist, you know what I mean? But the next thing was, yeah, Trick Williams from NXT. I don't really watch NXT, but I might watch tonight for like a Blake Monroe, Trick Williams, Oba Femi, I don't know, Kalani Jordan, other people and stuff. But he basically says, I'm gonna take you like rolling your eyes back. You about to be rolling your eyes back when I knock you out or something on NXT. He said some other things, like, I'm so mad at myself because I forget what he said. I literally just watched this today. I might have bad memory. I don't know what it is, but he said something else. I forget. He might say he might blow out a knee or something, and you better stop tweeting at me and stuff. That's basically what he says. We weirdly had Bailey and asking for a tag team match. Maybe this was like her way that proving that the mean stuff she said to Lyra was wrong, and Lyra's the better woman. Now she wants to like be partners with her again and everything else. I don't know what the words was. If I could think a little more, I probably would give y'all like a good example of what she really did. But Lyra was still kind of mean. I feel like we might be getting a Bailey turn, but I might just make a Bailey video when I think about all the stuff that she really was doing and put it into the video. But now it was like a tag team match with Bailey and Lyra. Bailey said this is our tag team match that we didn't get to do at WrestleMania, and Lyra was like, I beat your A-word last week. And then it's Lyra and Bailey versus the Raquel and Roxanne Judgment Day, RR. And I feel like they're a good tag team. They've been defending these championships. Can we talk about it? They've been defending these championships against the Kabuki. First, it started with Evolution. And I think it started with Evolution. And then it was like the Kabuki Warriors. That was them. And now they got a little SummerSlam match. They might can throw in the Secret Herbis. I don't know how y'all feel about this tag team division. But I feel like I don't know how WWE is going to do this, because I feel like they can't let Charlotte or Alexa lose. But I feel like the whole thing with the Judgment Day is like, it might be better than Liv as a partner. So I feel like they got to hold that championship until Liv. But they can still just like hold it or win it back. I feel like they dropped the ball with the Roxanne and Dominic storyline. They might have not. Because, they both have It actually doesn't really matter, but because Buddy Murphy and everything that Rhea Ripley and Dominic had, but I don't know how they're gonna rekindle the relationship if they lose the championships. I'm talking about like Roxanne and Raquel, but I might make a video on that because we don't have enough time. I'm sorry, but no, we're still gonna get to the end of the show. I'm just saying, like, yeah. But that's just my thoughts on that part, on the Lyra and that. But now let's get into the match and everything else. So we have Lyra Valkyria versus Lyra Carter and Bailey versus. No, first we have Lyra and Becky. So Becky comes out. I don't know what she said. I really just blanked out when she's talking. Not like when she's talking. She's a good promo worker, but I kind of just forgot what she said. So she basically's like talking though. She says about Lyra that she's really not good enough. I think they had this SummerSlam card with stipulations. Lyra came out and she says, we need a clear winner. Anything goes. No. What did she say? Like, I forget what she said. She said anything goes. They're just stacking these stipulations after stipulation. But I feel like the SummerSlam might be good. It might not be good. Do y'all think Cardi B is getting in the ring? Who can barely face at SummerSlam? Let me know that in the comments. But this was alright. And then Becky says, I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm going to shake her hand. Or the bigger woman or a bigger person. And I'll shake her hand. She acts like Lyra's going to act like she shakes her hand. Hits her with her own man handle slam. Puts her to the ground. And then Becky rolls out. Now we got this match. I don't know that much about this match, but I know it was probably a decent match. It was probably like a few teasers that Lyra didn't want to work with Becky, maybe. I mean Bailey, but then Bailey clearly saw Lyra off the apron when Becky pulled her. Dominic was out there. He took a little boot to the head by Raquel Rodriguez, and then because Lyra moved out of the way, Lyra hit her with the little kick thing she does in between the ropes, and that's when AJ came out. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I feel like I had to. Then they got them in the ring. I believe it was just a regular pin, and I think Bailey got pinned, and that's how we end that part. I don't really remember what happened in the Sami Zayn match, and I do know a few things. We got Scarlett getting involved. Can Scarlett be in the mid-card division at least? Or send them both to SmackDown? I heard Jimmy Uso was coming over, so they might have to do a little switcheroonie. They might have to give SmackDown 2 people because they got LA Knight, I think. I don't know. Is Ella not gonna be on SummerSlam? But we got this match. He hit them with a pipe. We did get some color out here, as WWE likes to call it. But I feel like Karen Cross. The storyline is not really interested in me. Maybe if they were like, if it was like different people coming out. They don't feel like Sammy is good enough. Like the Jey Uso thing, Gunther, they don't feel like he's good enough, and they just start fighting him over and over again. And, like, you can bring Ludwig Kaiser off. I know he's like in a Grande Americano costume. People say otherwise, but maybe like him or like Finn Balor, Jada McDonough, maybe Logan Paul. And Karen Cross, maybe like Rusev, and he just like takes them down, and he's like just does a little yellow promo, and he says, "Am I good enough now?" And then, but I feel like we need more passion, like you know, like how do we say it? How do I say this? Maybe it's just like emotion and like Cody, like to finish his story. It's kind of like that. We don't have that much emotion anymore. And that Gunther and the Evolution was good. Before I talk about Saturday Night's main event, the Evolution was good. I liked it. Naomi cashed in World Heavyweight Champ, baby. Um, Unexpected, but her guard was down. I guess she wanted their guard. Tiffany, me, Io, and Rhea's guard to be down for when she cashed in because she was only talking to Tiffany. Now Tiffany's guard was up, so maybe she wanted Tiffany to still lose because her guard was up or something against like Trish Stratus, But Stephanie Valkyrie is going against um going against Naomi, but this match is like unpredictable because it will be a better match for Io because a lot of people want to see that. We know the backlash is going to have on Rhea and Stephanie, but I feel like fans would still like to see that match, but they don't want to see Naomi lose that early, so I feel like that's going to have to go up sometime. But I feel like they're going to drop the ball with this Naomi World Heavyweight Championship reign. And all they gotta do is sending people at her. Like, I would not mind if Nia Jackson and they talk about their family and stuff. But what was I on again? Oh, the Sammy thing. Sammy lost to Karrion Kross. Wait, that kind of sounds good. Sammy lost to Karrion Kross. Okay, and then we're gonna move on. We did have a backstage with Stephanie and Naomi. Then we have a little Stephanie and Io match. I don't know if that was next, but I do remember that. So this match was actually pretty good. We did have a lot of back and forth. It was all smooth and everything. We got Io. We got Stephanie. Kind of like suplexing her that one time. The dive. I thought Io was about to break her neck with that dive. But then we're just going to scoot up to the end of the match. Because we did have Stephanie was on the offense, and we do have the Secret Herbis come out. They get knocked down. It did not look like Chelsea Green. I thought it was like an NXT star, like I don't know what was her name on main event. But did she change her hair? I think she did, but I don't know if she did. She might have not. But we knew this in this disqualification. Maybe they bring back the Bellas, or they might just do Io and Stephanie versus and Nikki Bella versus the Secret Herbis. They might do that actually they might not do that as a SummerSlam because Io has a match. Maybe what if they like turn Nikki heel and go against Stephanie Valkyrie at SummerSlam? That might happen, or it might just be a tag team match against the Secret Herbis. Maybe one of them gets taken out because I feel like if the Secret Herbis, Chelsea Green has to be on there. But the next thing we have, and by the way, Naomi did come out during that posting, and then Rhea did come out during the Chelsea Green and Stephanie Valkyrie and everything because Nikki Bella didn't come out. But we did I think this is the end now. Tell me if I'm forgetting something. We have Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed and Brian Breaker out here. I heard a YouTuber that does reviews. He said they don't have any more new stars. Like, they need to build the stars. And I've been saying this. They need to stop focusing on the guys that's going to leave. But they need to be focusing on the guys that's there that's going to take your business to Rocky. Like Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, Julius Creed, Brutus Creed, Carmelo Hayes. The people that's below 36 you have to be worrying about. That's the people you need to be worrying about. Dominic Mysterio, come on, what is he doing? I feel like you don't need to be worried about Bronson Reed. I feel like, I don't know why they call it. Maybe Braun Breaker just like brings someone new in, acting like he's the leader. Calling him was like, no, you don't do that. And I'm gonna tell you what I was expecting. What if like Paul Heyman like whispered in his ear. Roman Reigns give like a little handshake to him. And say this is the work with Seth Rollins. No, not even say. What do y'all think it is, a work or not? Because if it's a work, I don't. If it's a work, why would they just take Seth Rollins off of action while bringing Roman Reigns back? Why would they do that? Well, it's gonna be if he cashes in, it's gonna be a surprise anyways. But I feel like they're gonna have two cash-ins earlier in the year, kind of, well, mid-year, and there's not gonna be no drama to the main, the end of the year. But he whispers something in his ear. It's freaking Survivor Series. Say Seth Rollins is back still. We have Survivor Series. Maybe they just have Roman Reigns, Jimmy, Jay versus, or does it have to be 4 people? Well, say they just add Sammy in there again. I'm sick of these bloodline things, but this is just like fantasy booking. And then versus, they bring Ethan Page to the faction. That's who Braun Breaker brings, or it's freaking Ricky Saints. I know Ricky Saints. I almost said Ricky Starks, but Stark. They had that, and then Paul Heyman. This was all part of his plan. Why Roman shook his head? It was to act like he was on their team, but he also just super punches or smacks him in the face. Now Paul Heyman drops because the door is open, so they act like he was on Jordan's team. Or maybe they could, like, this Raw. What if he was like, Roman, do you like Jay Butter the Jimmy or something? But yeah, but then he does that. Braun Breaker kind of acts like he's the leader. You get freaking Seth Rollins comes back, and then he's mad at Braun Breaker a little bit. Braun Breaker has this vicious thing in his eye. And then he's mad at Paul Heyman on the other episode of Raw. He's kind of mad at Paul Heyman. And that's when they turn on him. Now, and then he cashes in his briefcase. And then he faces Sami Zayn. And then that's when they all upload and everything else. And that's when, I think Ricky Saints and Ethan Page might come on. They might not. But, what basically happened to this show was Roman or Paul Heyman asking him if he wanted to join the faction and to be the new leader. Roman Reigns said, I would have said a long time ago, those are some wise words from a wise man. But you're not a wise man anymore. You're just a dumb A-word. You're just a dumb A-word, And then he's like, look at the dumb A-word again. And then he says, you want to build another faction. The Bloodline wasn't just a faction. Yeah, the Bloodline wasn't just a faction. I wanted to tune in every week to see the drama. It kind of felt like a reality TV show with so much drama. But I wish they did in the Bloodline have like Jimmy and Part or something a little more. I'm a Jimmy fan. But he said that was God's work. You can't recreate the Bloodline. You didn't even help me with nothing. I thought Paul Heyman could have helped him with plans in his matches, but he said, you were just a business worker. I made you into my family. The person that helped me was the Usos, Solo, Sami Zayn. And then Paul Heyman was mad when he said Sami Zayn. I don't know what the thing he got with Sami Zayn. I'm surprised he even said Solo's name, but he did help. Solo did help. And then he was and then Robert got, he was back up, son. I'm not going to tell you again. After he was scooching up to him because he was mad. And then he calls him the dumb A-word again. And then Braun Breaker, he goes up, and I think he, says some trash stuff on the mic. He says, you're just giving up a spot. You are not I'm the big dog now. And people don't, I didn't like it. He got work on his promos, and I feel like they can do another thing with the Bloodline, but Braun Breaker to be the leader. But Roman said that was God's work. So then Roman's that was like the trash. And why does these Samoans not be wearing socks? He said that was trash, and then He said, I don't think our mic was working. Use mine, and then he gives him the mic. Braun Breaker. I thought Braun Breaker was about to do a Roman Reigns and catch him with one hand and wink at him. But I knew he was gonna hit him with the Superman punch because Braun Breaker plays football. I thought he was gonna catch him with one hand. I thought that was gonna be a moment, but he hits him with the Superman punch. He just like flattened down, and then Bronson Reed, he comes along. I feel like he's gonna be like the Jimmy in the group, like not really doing nothing. But I feel like they need to go for tag team gold. He gets on them. Now they're looking for a tsunami. Brown Breaker and them are beating down. Jey Uso comes out. I think Jimmy Uso will return on Raw at SummerSlam. No, I think he's going to come at SummerSlam when that new member comes revealed. Maybe Seth Rollins comes at SummerSlam, and then that's when they need another person again. Well, that's what they need. They need Seth Rollins, and that's why they need Jimmy Uso. But then Jay comes out. He's eating. I thought he might. I didn't think. I heard other people say people thought he was gonna run it back again. But then they just take him out. I think the Bamberger Bronson Reed might get the best of them because they've been getting the best of them. But I just don't like sometimes when they just get like Roman down. Sometimes it just kind of makes Roman look kind of bad because he just returned. But I heard Roman Reigns might be out the building sometime soon. They don't got that much stars left. They got Cody, Roman, CM Punk, Randy, and who else? John Cena. I know I'm missing someone. Who is it? I'm missing someone. Who is that? I'm definitely missing someone. Cody Rhodes. They're missing Drew McIntyre. They might be missing Drew McIntyre and Gunther. I was thinking of what up like Jason, like try to get back for his dad. Cause I don't think Jay's son's like only like 13. I think he had to be 18 to get in wrestling. And then I think about that time Gunther will only be he's only 37, so maybe I can do the math. It might be 13, might be 14, or 12, maybe. But, they're eating. I forget who else the guy was, but then the show cuts off. I did see a clip of Roman eating. But that is the end of the show. See ya. Peace. Have a good day.